Welcome everyone, I'm the Black Shadow, and I welcome you to probably one of my favourite games from the PlayStation 1. A game which I have many fond memories of. A game which I put hours and hours into. And for good reason, I will add. Let's just go with meh.
In a time long ago, there lived in the kingdom of Gallowmere a sorcerer named Zarok. This arrogant, pitiless man hated his fellow citizens for their simple and peaceful ways. So he raised an army of demons and set out to take the realm for his own. The king's champion, Sir Daniel Fortescue, led the militia into battle against this unholy horde. Songs are still sung of how he spearheaded the charge deep into the accursed multitude, how demons fell before him like wheat before the scythe, and how at last, though mortally wounded, he destroyed the sorcerer utterly. Fortescue went down in history that day as the hero of Gallowmere, and a time of peace began, which was to last for 100 years. And then the sorcerer returned.
Ominous words, if I ever heard any. Hey look, it's Disneyland! Wait a minute. This doesn't look like much of a resort. Looks more like a prison. Like some really old castle. It's Zarok. What are you up to? Spirits? What the? I don't know about you, but I have a bad feeling about this. God, that was quite impressive. Hey look, it took out all the lights. Reminds me of Modern Warfare. Pretty quiet. Almost too quiet. Whoa! Holy. Okay, that's not good. Oh my God! Even the children. Man. Uh-oh. Looks like the dead are rising again as well. This might not be Resident Evil, but I welcome you to the one, the only Let's Play MediEvil. Holy mother, I am going to love this. This game was originally brought out in October 1998 I know it has been since then. It's been released on PSN and PSP, and this has got to be one of my favourite games when I was a young person. I played this so much. I think it has probably one of the greatest musical scores in any game I've ever heard. It is amazing. This game is just... Listen to that. That is amazing. Oh my god. Oh lordy. I have not played this for a while. And I tell you, this is actually my fourth attempt of actually recording this. I've had changed a good few settings. One major change I have made, by the way, is I've had a big fiddle around with the sound. I found, as amazing as the audio was in this game, I was actually getting drowned out by it. So after hours and hours of looking around, I finally got that sorted. And I'm now sort of working to fine-tune it to a level that people appreciate the most. So if you want to give any sort of feedback as to whether the audio in this game is sort of too quiet or too loud for my voice, then please tell me, and I will work on trying to get this audio as best as I can. But I think that's enough talking. I think we should get on with this. Oh, this game. And if there is one thing I love about this game, you know, I've already said about the audio and the music in this game, but the humour in this as well is amazing. Alright, let's go see Fortescue's charge, shall we? See him. No. Oh, that's gonna do anything. You're a dead man walking. Wait a minute. Wait. What the? I thought Fortescue was supposed to, like... Huh? Oh, I love that grin. I love that grin. Oh my god. Now, I'm just going to quickly do something here. There is a sort of half weird... The audio of this first gargoyle doesn't always play. If I just move like these two, it should, hopefully... There we go. I don't know why that doesn't play sometimes. It's a bit weird.
Fortescue, see? The hero of Gallowmere who fell at the first charge. The fog of war and the shrouds of time conspire to turn the arrow fodder into the saviour of the day. But we knows better.
Oh, sadly, Dan has not got a jaw.
Let it alone. Fate has given it a second chance. A chance to forget the ignoble truth. A chance to defeat Zarok and live up to the legend. We hopes it does well.
Well, I'm glad someone is on our side. Well, everyone, I welcome you to Let's Play MediEvil. Now, as far as the action adventure goes, I suppose you could argue this is, well, some bits of it are pretty typical. Like, this is the first weapon of the game, a small sword, and it, well, does everything you can expect a sword to do, really. And there's, trust me, there are plenty of weapons as we go along. There's a lot of these books around, and they will have a lot of information. Some of them have like information on game mechanics. Some of them just have like information about the history of the game, and some of it just have some nice humour. Like, yeah, for example, do a power attack. Press and hold well, as I've got it, the square button. So, like with the sword, you can hold it and sort of swing around, which is quite cool. This is a room. Basically, just think of these as like keys. There's sort of passageways and gates. That sort of like you need to get past, obviously. You can get money in this game, which is for, well, buying stuff, but I'll get to that later. Also, you'll find plenty of chests around, which have all sorts of things. This one here has a shield, which does, well, just about everything you'd expect a shield to do, except for, like, attacking things or whatever. Now, if we head over here while the awesome music plays, I love it. You've also, in this game, you've also got like ranged weapons. This is the first one you'll get, a throwing dagger, and it really is what it says on the tin. You'll notice that little green thing sort of flying around. I suppose, I don't know if it's like a firefly or something. That's basically sort of like your targeting indicator. If I sort of like was to go around and aim at something, then it will sort of track it, and then that means I'm sort of locked onto it, so I can try throwing stuff at it. Really. If I head down here, yeah. So this is runes. You'll find these hands with the colour of the rune. So to open it, just do that. Now this is a very special item. This is what is known as a life bottle. Now if I just put on the inventory, you'll see that you can see Dan's health bar there, which goes up to sort of 300. I suppose you can sort of like think of it as like HP, I guess. Each life bottle you get is basically like a spare sort of like a health bar, I suppose you could say. And when Dan's life gets reduced to 0, the life bottle gets automatically used. Shields as well have a number by them, and that sort of denotes how much damage they can take. I suppose you could argue the life bottle system is sort of, well, I guess, sort of reminiscent-ish of, I don't know, like the Zelda games or something like that. I'm sure you can think of pretty good examples from any games you might have played. And that's pretty much all it is for this first place. It's a pretty, it's not really a level as such, this first area. It's more just sort of grabbing all your equipment, so you're ready to take it to Zarok. That's what we like. If we head up here, there's a book here which basically tells you this little green stuff. I'm not entirely sure what it is. Let's have a read actually. This stinking trail of magic slime. I'll take your word for it, game. So, anyways, this is how we go through here to get to another level. And if you head, well, obviously, the end of the level, you make your way to, I suppose it's the world map, I guess. Most of it is sort of covered in fog, as you can sort of tell from above. Dan's Crypt is, as I said, it's not really much of a level. However, this is the first, I suppose, proper level of the game, the graveyard, and I remember, I always remember, I quite like this level purely because it meant I could look forward to the rest of the game. But I'm going to call that a video, folks. Next time we shall actually sort of be getting on with the game itself, really. But until then.